My sisters and brothers, I greet you all with the love and peace of the Lord. I invite you to meditate together with me on the holy word of God of 10th June 2022. The indicative of our reflection. God's presence is not necessarily in the spectacular display or extraordinary show of might, but can be in small little things of life. Elijah discovers God's presence not in heavy wind, nor in the earthquake, nor in a fire, but in a gentle whisper. We need to get accustomed to this way of God's presence and intervention in our life. Usually, we expect Him to display His power in a mighty, impressive way. We want God to come to our rescue as soon as we make a prayer. We want fast reliefs and magical results. Success and effectiveness are mostly linked with big impressions, mighty displays, and lots of recognition and applause. This is truly a show culture seeking publicity and cheap popularity. The same mentality is reflected toward God as well. We want Him to show His power in a mighty way by heavy wind or earthquake or fire. What is needed is to cultivate a sensitive spirit that is susceptible to even simple details of life. God comes to us in simple ways through ordinary details. Often, He walks amidst us unnoticed. He speaks to us unattended, and He accompanies us unobserved. Like Elijah, we too may shelter ourselves in our caves of either depressed or bloated selves. The Lord tells us, as He told him, go, return on your way. He has to continue His mission. We cannot evade our simple tasks, expecting always big interventions. This sensitivity and attendance to the simpleness of life imply that we be conscious and cautious about the gravity of sin. The gravity of sin is not so much in terms of big sin or small sin. It is also not simply whether you keep or don't keep the law. For instance, one may perfectly keep the law by not committing the act of adultery, but he may be so lustful. Therefore, sin is more a matter of interior purity and a holy desire and resolve not to displease God. It is a matter of spiritual wholeness. It is in this context we must understand Jesus' words. A lustful eye is as grievous as physical adultery. Divorce is abominable because it is infidelity to the marital inseparability. Losing physical limbs is better than subjecting them to sin and being liable to judgment. Now, the imperative for our life. In life, often the problem is the lack of clarity of priorities. It is foolish to worry about physical fitness or wholeness while one loses spiritual fitness and heavenly bliss.